Hello, this is Twisted Black Sister on here again with another short grocery haul. And today I have a grocery haul from Kroger's, the Hala Market, Aldi's, and also a few items that I got from Dollar Tree. So we're going to start with Dollar Tree since it's just 3 items. And I just bought a thing of their aluminum foil, the 40 square feet. I really wanted something name brand, but I just went on ahead and grabbed this out of Dollar Tree. I also bought some of the freezer quart bags. And also I bought a thing of the aluminum foil sheets. I remember when they used to sell the Reynolds foil sheets. And it was just like after the COVID-19, they just did away with that. But that's what I originally used. But I just went on ahead and got this, so I wouldn't even have to stop nowhere else. So those are the 3 items that I got from Dollar Tree. And I also got a few items from Aldi's. I got some of their honey wheat, which is really good. And it's real soft too. I got some more of their white cheddar. Remember on my last haul, I told you, look how thick that block is. I'm gonna shred some of this on top of my macaroni and cheese. I also bought some of their Berman's Real Mayo, which is actually a good mayo. It's creamy and it pretty much tastes just like the name brand. I also bought some of their tomato ketchup, which pretty much tastes like any name brand that you buy as well. So all of those items came from Aldi's, and then also Kroger's is probably the biggest of the items I have. I bought some of their eggnog, and look, you know it's the vanilla flavor. It tastes so good. You let this get real cold, it tastes just like a vanilla milkshake. It's also good for if you need some creamer for your coffee. It kind of thickens it up a little bit, almost like a cappuccino. So this is good, and they just had 2 left at that because they didn't call wind of how good it is. I also bought a thing of their granulated sugar, and I think it was $3. I bought some Martha White cornbread mix. I really like Betty Crocker because it's just it just got a better flavor. It's softer and more fluffy, but they didn't have none of that. So I see people didn't caught the wind of that too. Also, I bought some white chocolate that I'm gonna melt and stir in with some fruit that I'm gonna cook down, and I'm gonna melt down some chocolate, and then I'm gonna stir this in to my vanilla ice cream. That's gonna be really good. So I'm gonna melt the chocolate, then I'm gonna cook down whatever fruit or berry that I want, and then I'm gonna stir it into the vanilla ice cream, and then re-put it back into a container and freeze it. That's gonna be so good. But look, it's a name brand, and I wanted a good quality of chocolate, but this was $10. This was $10 from Kroger. And let's see how many. It's a 22 ounce, which is good because it'll take you a long way, especially if you got some use for it. Okay. I also bought a thing of the Kroger Gold potatoes. I like these for mashed potatoes. I also like to cut them up into fries. They're good like that. Pretty much these are the only potatoes that I buy. It's the Gold. And they can come from any store, just as long as they're the Gold. I usually like to get the Yukon, but these was like $5.49. But they'll go a long way. I also bought a cucumber because I'm going to make a salad. I bought 2 heirloom tomatoes to go in my salad. I also bought a red onion. I chopped that up kind of fine, like to go in my salad as well. It gives it good flavor. I also bought 3 sweet potatoes. Moving along. I also bought some cans chunky blue cheese. I like that on my salad, and then I make me some homemade honey mustard, and I also add that on with my chunky blue cheese dressing. I also bought a thing of whole vitamin D milk. I am not a milk drinker, but I do cook with milk. So I needed it for my cornbread mix. Okay, I also bought a thing of Kraft Deluxe original cheddar macaroni and cheese. This is the one with the cheese sauce because the powder is played out. So I pretty much make this according to the directions, and then I just add me some cheese, add whatever seasonings I want to do, just like if I'm doing it on the stove top. Then I put it in my baking dish, and then I just shred my cheese on top of it, and I really just let it broil. I don't cook my noodles or my macaroni any longer. I feel like I need to stand back. Okay, so also I bought some of the Kroger brand canola oil. I bought some light and fluffy buttermilk pancake mix. This right here is some good pancake mix. And it's fluffy, just like it said. It's light, and it's just got a good flavor. Now, this may be the first time that I've tried the buttermilk, but I like buttermilk pancakes. I also, and all of this is from Kroger's, I also bought some beef bacon. That's a lot of bacon. The regular price on this is $7.99. The last time I purchased it, it was on sale for $6.99. But I think $7.99 is a good price. I also bought a thing of the Sister Sherwood's rolls. They were on sale 2 for $8, but I only bought one since I already bought cornbread. I bought a head of iceberg lettuce for my salad. Okay, so that completes Kroger's. And the last items that I purchased came from the Hala Market. I bought a big thing of lemon juice, which is good for soaking your chicken, your seafood. Also, if you have a garbage disposal, it's good to just pour a little bit down the drain so you can just cut back any smells and just so it can smell fresh over your sink. Or if you have like a lemon, you can cut it up in half, squeeze the juice out, and then stick the hull in there and turn on your garbage disposal. That's another good idea too. But this is a big thing. How many ounces? It is 1 liter. So it's 33.8 ounces. And guess how much it was? $1.89. Like I said, this is from the Hala shop. And you see that Arabic writing. Okay, so I also bought a thing of large brown eggs, which is my preference. I did buy 2 things of large dozen eggs from Aldi's the other day, and they were $1.48. And I bought them, and they were white eggs. And I bought them because I knew I would be baking, and then it was a good price, so I bought 2 of them. But for myself, if I'm going to eat eggs, then, of course, I like the brown eggs. They so pretty. Okay. Now, this is the 2 items so far from the Hala shop. Also, I bought some minced garlic. This is some good garlic in its own juices. And it was looks like, I don't know. I know this ain't no $21.79. Now I'm getting scared. I need to look at my ticket. I don't even know now. I'm going to have to look on my ticket, though. But I thought it said $2.17. Then I thought it said $2.79. I don't know, but I'm going to look on my ticket to see how much that actually was. Because now, at this time, I don't even know. I also bought a thing of golden raisins from the Hala Market. They were $4.99. See if we can give you a better look at them. But these are also for my salad. I like raisins in my salad. And I said that I was going to candy some pecans, and I'll probably throw some of that in my salad as well. And the next 3 last items from the Hala shop is some leg quarters. They were $5.91. And I think it's like 4 or 5 in here. You can't beat this. Fresh meat. It's probably 6 in here looking at it now. $5.91 fresh meat. Hala quality. No blood. None of that. They wash their meat like the good Lord said. Okay, also, I bought a thing of drumsticks with the skin on it. I'm gonna bake those. Look how much they were. $6.37. Look how small them legs is. The size that chicken legs are supposed to be. Look at all those legs. I love going there. And the last thing I bought is a thing of ground beef. Look how thin that patty is. I'm gonna try and make me some burgers. And it looks like it's a good fat content, so I really hope those turn out good. Because I don't eat the ground beef at the grocery store. I don't eat any of the chicken. I don't eat any of the meat at the grocery store. I go get my meat from the halal market. So, yep, I like that. And hopefully that turns out real good for a burger. So, yep, that completes my haul today. Thank you so much for whoever is watching my haul so that I know all of what I'm doing is not going in vain. Thank you so much for watching. This is Twisted Black Sister, and I hope you have a safe night.